Hello my dear students. Hope all are fine and staying safe at home. Children, this week we are going to study about a chapter from Honeycomb, Gopal and the Hills of Fish. And children, do you like to read comic books? I think you all might have read comic books. What is a comic book? A comic book is a one which tells the stories with the help of pictures. It is very interesting to read comic books. So this Gopal and Hills of Fish is a very interesting lesson described with the help of pictures. Now let's think about the chapter. This lesson tells about Hills of Fish. It was the season, all are buying Hills of Fish at cheap rate. And everywhere people are talking about Hills of Fish, and even in the palace also people are talking about Hills of Fish. So the king, fed up on hearing talking regularly about the Hills of Fish, he called one among his courtiers, Gopal, and asked him to find out ways to stop talking about Hills of Fish. So Gopal agreed he will take this challenge and find ways to stop talking about Hills of Fish. And children, all the students, take your text and you take page number 36 and carefully listen to where I am reading. Gopal and the Hills of Fish. It was the season for Hills of Fish. Fishermen could think of nothing but Hills of Fish. Fishmongers sold nothing but Hills of Fish. Come, buy. The price of Hilsa is down today. Householders could talk of nothing but Hills of Fish. How much did you pay for that Hilsa? The wife is asking to husband, and then he is telling, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. That means that much less is the price of Hilsa. And in the palace too, the courtiers could discuss nothing but Hills of Fish. Your Majesty, you should have seen the huge Hilsa I caught. The man was trying to tell more about the Hilsa. By the time the king got angry, so he stopped talking. Stop it, the king shouted. Are you a courtier or a fisherman? The courtier fell silent with downcast eyes. The king felt guilty. So on hearing the king shouted at him, the courtier, his eyes goes down. So by the time the king got guilty. I'm sorry, I lost my temper. It is the season for Hills of Fish, and no one, he also was not trying to complete his sentence. Not even Gopal can stop anyone from talking about Hills of Fish. Not even for 5 minutes. Why? Gopal is here now. He is very intelligent man, no? Why Gopal can't even stop talking for 5 minutes? Oh, I think I could, Your Majesty. Your Majesty means normally people will be calling to kings and highest persons in by using such words, Majesty. Then let me see you buy a huge Hilsa and bring it to the palace without anyone asking you a word about it. Let me see. You go and buy a Hills of Fish and show me. No one will tell anything about the fish. I accept the challenge, Your Majesty. And then the Gopal is telling, I accept the challenge. A few days later, so he was trying to buy fish and making no one talk anything. Why is your face half shaven? His wife asked him. he was shaving his face half. I am dressing up to buy a fish. Then Gopal is telling, I am dressing up to buy a fish. What is the matter with you? Why are you smearing yourself with ash? Smearing means putting grease-like structures over the face. That is known as smearing. So he is asking, what is the matter with you? What happened to you? Why are you smearing yourself with ash? I told you, I am dressing up to buy a hilsa fish. How many times I told you, I am dressing up to buy a hilsa fish? Then, third time, what was he doing? He was wearing torn rags. Rag, you know, old torn clothes are known as rags. Listen to me, please. You can't possibly go out in those disgraceful rags. What are you up to? So he is a courtier, no? So a courtier, from a man from the court, is dressing just like a beggar. He was wearing rags and he half shaven. So all will be mocking at him. It's happened. It's happened to him. He has gone mad. Then his wife is telling, something happened to him. Sometimes he may be mad.